Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? Holla at your boy, it's me, Jeremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading. I'm doing fantastic. Got a quick review in the works for you today. Today is Wednesday, and I hope for you it's spelled with a W-I-N for Wednesday. Mine, not so much, it's okay. Lost some on the day trade today, but no big deal. Again, had a huge losing streak a few weeks back, and then just a monumental swing. So up over 8 Rs for the month of March. Being cool about it, not going to give any back. We're not give much back, but we'll kind of see what happens. So anyway, here's the SPY. And the SPY today, guess what we did today, folks? We traded down to the 50 exponential moving average. Now, what's interesting about these boxes that you have on the screen, again, this is just kind of my opinion of what will happen. And I really based it, just as a reiteration, I based it on the last time we had this many up days in a row, up weeks in a row. I'm sorry. So it was specifically right here back in 2013. We had 9 weeks in a row of upward movement, and then we got a pullback. So this was the exact sizing of this move in here. So I took just kind of like a exact pricing model and just projected it forward to where we are now. So back from 2013. So again, that's when we were at all-time highs. Market was moving bullish. We had 9 weeks in a row of bullish candles. We got a quick pullback, then made a higher high, then we had a bigger pullback, and then we made another higher high. I kind of think the same thing's going to happen, honestly, on the SPY. So we actually, so again, if I zoom in here on the daily chart, that model was technically 1 day late. Meaning projecting that a drop would happen and that we'd come down into this support and then bounce. So it's pretty good. I think we're pretty close. So being the fact that we're at the 50, and now that we're talking about, let's actually zoom back here to 2013 where I just was and see if we did pull back to the 50 last time and bounce. That's a good question. So let's see, weekly chart. What day is that again? So that would be December 2013. So on a daily chart, let's just go to December. I can't type in 2013, can I? Nope, got to click it. All right, December 2013. Sorry. I said it was going to be quick. Nope, giant slowpoke. All right, let's just do December 25th, 2013. And yes, we did. We did pull down to the 50, and we bounced. Last time we had a little bit of a small drop. We made a higher high. And then we made a bigger drop, and then we bounced again. So that's interesting, I feel like. I feel like it's very, very interesting that we're back at the 50. I have a little bit of a pink line, a.k.a. Mr. Squiggles, kind of notating that if this is a double top, which a lot of people are calling it, boom, 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 the neckline is approximately 235.65. So earlier today, there were some traders who did snag some 235 calls expiring to this Friday on the SPY, and those weren't super expensive at all. So we're just going to be watching them and keep an eye on them. But if they bounce, bought them for 56 cents, and that's what they are at this exact moment in time. So if we bounce a little bit tomorrow and Friday, look to sell those. But we'll see if we kind of roll over if we bounce. That'll be the key. I'll be watching for it to roll over, but realistically, what do I think happens? I think we form a Morningstar reversal off of the 50 and we continue higher. That's just my thoughts. Market's very, very strong out there. So here's the Dow Jones. Not much to see here. Just kind of hanging out, looking for it to possibly retest the Qs. Nice candle. And the IWM, giant hammer candle on a support in my green buying zone. And it's also chilling right on top of the 100 simple moving average. So I'll be looking to be getting some bullish positions on the IWM tomorrow and or Friday, just depending on what those candles look like from more of a swing trade perspective. But the IWM, definitely be watching it down here to see what happens. Only got a few stocks that requested for this particular one. So this is some stocks TJ requested. SunPower Corporation, ticker symbol SPWR. And SunPower, what's interesting about this one is he was probably, my guess, is TJ was looking at this being as a support. So here's a weekly chart on SunPower. And you'll notice we've been down here before on SPWR. So you got a really good support down this 528 region. We have bounced here before. So are we, or could we bounce again? The answer, of course, yes, we could. So zooming back in here to the daily. This is the daily chart, a nice little hammer-ish type of candle today. It did make a new low. So new low compared to this low right here. It broke that support. It broke lower. So people probably hopped on bearish, and they might get trapped. So an aggressive trade, TJ, on SPWR would be entry above today's high with a stop below today's low. And depending on how long term you want to be in that trade would be dependent on how far away your stop was or how aggressive you are with moving up the stop once you're getting into the trade. But I can see why you like it out of support. I like today's candle. Looks good. Next on the list is Ford. Ford's been getting just absolutely wrecked the last 3 or 4 days. Jennifer is in a covered call at 13 for April, and that will expire just fine. Here's the weekly chart on Ford and a pretty nice sized bearish candle coming in on ticker symbol F. Now, Ford obviously doesn't usually just tank, so it probably won't. If I'm looking at Ford, I see a nice little triangle pattern formed. And again, since Ford's a very strong blue chip stock, probably we get a big retest of this $12.49 area, $12 retest, and then from there, I really don't know. Maybe a trade back down to 11 and some change, and again, that would be a huge support. If that support breaks, yeah, we go to $9 on Ford. So the volume is definitely picking up here. It is a big breakout of a triangle pattern. Definitely a little bit more bearish than bullish, but for a big, solid, good old American blue chip dividend paying company, this is going to be hard to short long term. So you got to be really quick about these things. A lot of bearishness last 2 or 3 days. We probably retest 12, and then if we roll over, that's when I'll be looking to trade it or keep an eye on it bearish. Here's ticker symbol GE. General Electric right now, another one of those just solid staple companies, very sideways. In fact, it is right in the middle of a very, very strong support and resistance line. But on the contrary, we are on top of the 100 simple moving average on a weekly chart. So even though GE is sideways, it's more bullish to neutral. I don't see anything exceptionally exciting about a bullish trade on GE. That's usually the case. But if it does trade down to 28, 22, I definitely look to buy it down there. With it bouncing or potentially bouncing off the 100 simple on a weekly, if you want to add to something long term, you're more than welcome to. But again, GE just a very, very slow long term grind, usually type of stock. I don't see anything short term that looks exceptional on General Electric, at least not right now. Speaking of short term, here's Shopify, ladies and gentlemen, ticker symbol SHOP. And I'm very, very proud of Shopify and the trade that we placed on Shopify together. So let me pull this one up. I did post this on TradingView not too long ago, so congratulations for all those real life traders who got a chance 6 days ago. Here is our analysis on Shopify, and I posted it in TradingView. And so the analysis was I wanted a pullback after the all-time high breakout. So if I'm looking at this chart, so this is the daily chart. So daily chart on Shopify, bunch of white candles in a row, right? Bunch of white candles, boom, 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 boom. So you make a new all-time high on the 13th of March. We retest old resistance, new support, and then you get this glorious new white soldier candle the next day saying, hey, retest is here, let's go higher, right? So I was mentioning if it broke higher, I was going to get in bullish, and that was that trade setup right here. So as it was breaking up, we wanted to limit buy at 65.08, boop, got triggered in, and in fact, the 3R target on Shopify, so actually if I scroll down here a little bit, I was posting this target. So the day after we triggered, I posted the target. 71.53 was the target to exit all of the position on Shopify. The high of the day, 71.57, meaning we got 3 R's in about 3 days, and we hit that to the exact 4 cents within the all-time high. So loving it. Great trade on Shopify. Nice 3R swing trade in 3 days. That felt really, really good. So again, the losing streak definitely over. Definitely snapped that one. Speaking of snap, I did lose on snap. Had a bearish day trade on, not bearish day trade, I'm sorry, bearish swing trade on Snapchat. We entered on the close of the 16th and we got stopped out today. I did try to take Snapchat bullish today and missed it by literally 3 pennies. So here is how I try to take it bullish early this morning. So this was the pre-market data, and I was seeing that it was going to be gapping up a little bit pre-market. So here's the pre-market data, just like that, and my thought process. I posted on Twitter, higher lows, relative highs. Let's see if it breaks out, right? It's formed a little bit of a triangle type of pattern. So it was a retest gap. I want to play a retest on it. So boom, boom. Let me zoom in a little bit. Huge white candle came in, right? I wanted to retest, and the entry that I wanted to retest on was $20.78. The low of that candle was $20.81. So I won a limit buy on Snapchat. Just didn't quite get filled. In fact, let me scroll up. That was JP Morgan. That's the one I lost on. And here's the Snapchat trade. So here's the setup. So this was on the 1 minute chart. So the breakout, the limit buy, 20.78, and then the stop was 20.64. So again, it was a retest gap. So I waited for the retest. I did not take the breakout. And really that 20.78 was just a previous resistance. So if we go back to here, you'll notice I kind of do my crosshair tool. It was just the previous resistance of the pre-market level. So right there, like 2070, 2076, 2078. And if I did the exact high of this wick as the resistance, I would have gotten filled and it would have been a great 3-hour day trade. So anyway, missed Snapchat, bullish. Too bad. Got stopped out of the bearish swing trade, but no worries. I like the volume on Snapchat. I'll be keeping an eye on it for a bullish trade. I still think that it goes lower by June, but until then, who knows? Next on the list, we got two more I look at. Palo Alto, PANW. PANW, I was looking at this one to potentially close above the gap down. So the gap down that occurred on the 1st of March, I want to close above $121.86. That did not happen. And then it broke below a trigger for a protective put. I didn't buy puts, but if you did, you're making a little bit of money on it. Albert's in a 110-105 bull put spread expiring in April. So at this point, Albert, just keep a close eye on this one. Here's your long-term moving averages. We did close below the 200 simple on a weekly this week, or at least it appears that we will. So just keep your eyes on that one. Really good support here with this wick at 111.09. So if PANW is going to bounce, this is when. But if it doesn't, one to watch for a potentially nice bearish move after this huge distribution phase. PANW could get rocking and rolling if it starts breaking down 110 bearish. Last but not least, Bitcoin. A lot of traders asking about Bitcoin recently, which is exciting. So Bitcoin had a question, is it in a bubble? Yes, it is. A lot of cryptocurrencies are right now, which is totally fine. But you'll notice on Bitcoin, down almost 10% today. This is the all-time high. This crazy wick is what happened when the SEC denied the Bitcoin ETF to be traded on the stock exchange. That was that crazy volatile wick. And then really what that did is just form the double top. We broke lower and we're retesting it, and then we rolled over. So I think Bitcoin trades down a little bit lower, but honestly, most cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, needs to pull back a lot, but then after that pullback occurs, it'll be another really solid buying opportunity, in my opinion, for anyone who trades in kind of cryptocurrencies. So on Bitcoin, I think we trade down to 836, which is the 200 simple moving average. That would make a lot of sense to me. And then, honestly, from there, probably a good buying opportunity. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching this Wednesday Real Life Stock Review. You are fantastic. Keep in mind, tomorrow, which is Thursday, we have a new kids webinar called How Do Credit Cards Work? The most recent one I posted yesterday called What is a Mortgage? That is up and on our YouTube channel, so feel free to share that with your kids. It's only 15 minutes long. If you've got kids or you know kids that would be interested in that topic and they go, hey, do you want to earn some points, something cool, watch this video. I think they'll like it. I like producing it. As usual, love chat with the kids. So anyway, thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope to see you tomorrow in the kids webinar, How Do Credit Cards Work? And, of course, more exciting stuff to come from real life trading down the road. Ladies and gentlemen, you're amazing. I'll see you later. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.